You have been told a story your entire life. The story is that wealth is about numbers, that rich people have more money and poor people have less. That if you just work harder, earn more, and save diligently, you will eventually become wealthy. That is the surface-level story. It is not false, it is just incomplete. The deeper story, the one that no one tells you because it makes them uncomfortable, is that wealth is not about numbers at all. Wealth is about thinking. The difference between the rich and the poor is not the size of their bank accounts, it is the size of their mental frameworks. Rich people think about money differently. They think about risk differently. They think about time differently. They think about ownership differently. They think about value differently. And because they think differently, they act differently. And because they act differently, they get different results. The poor and the middle class are not poor because they lack intelligence. They are not poor because they lack ambition. They are poor because they have inherited a set of beliefs about money that keep them exactly where they are. Those beliefs were not chosen, they were absorbed. From parents, from schools, from culture, from media, from years of being told that money is scarce, that risk is dangerous, that wealth is for other people. And those beliefs have created a cage around their minds that they cannot see. The wealthy see the cage. They see it because they were either born outside it or they broke through it. And once you see the cage, you can never unsee it.
Let me take you inside the mind of someone who has been trapped in a cage without knowing it. His name is Michael. Michael is an accountant in Denver. He earns $95,000 a year. He's smart, educated, and financially literate. He knows about compound interest. He knows about diversification. He knows about budgeting and saving. And Michael has a net worth of approximately $20,000. He is 43 years old. He has been working for 20 years. He has earned over $1.5 million in his lifetime, and he has almost nothing to show for it. When we sat down to look at his financial life, we found something that shocked him. Michael made his investment decisions based on fear. He kept his money in cash because he was afraid of the stock market. He sold his stocks at the bottom of every downturn because he was afraid of losing more. He avoided real estate because he was afraid of debt. He avoided starting a side business because he was afraid of failure. He was not making decisions based on logic. He was making decisions based on fear. And his fear was not his own. It was inherited. His parents had lost everything in the 2008 crash. They had told him horror stories about the market. They had taught him that money was dangerous. They had instilled in him a deep, visceral fear of financial loss. Michael had absorbed that fear. He had carried it with him for his entire adult life, and it had cost him hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost wealth. Michael is not stupid. Michael is not lazy. Michael is trapped in a cage that was built before he was born.
Now let me show you the hidden mechanism that separates rich thinking from poor thinking. The poor think in terms of "I can't." The rich think in terms of "How can I?" The poor see obstacles. The rich see opportunities. The poor focus on what they have to lose. The rich focus on what they have to gain. This is not a matter of attitude. It is a matter of wiring. When you grow up in an environment of scarcity, your brain becomes hyper-attuned to threats. It becomes risk-averse. It becomes focused on survival. When you grow up in an environment of abundance, your brain becomes hyper-attuned to opportunities. It becomes risk-tolerant. It becomes focused on growth. The poor mind sees a business opportunity and thinks, "What if I fail?" The rich mind sees the same opportunity and thinks, "What if I succeed?" The poor mind sees a stock market crash and thinks, "I need to sell." The rich mind sees the same crash and thinks, "I need to buy." The poor mind sees debt and thinks, "Danger." The rich mind sees debt and thinks, "Leverage." The same reality, two completely different interpretations, and those interpretations lead to completely different actions, which lead to completely different outcomes. That is the psychology of rich versus poor thinking. It is not about intelligence, it is about the lens through which you see the world.
Let me give you another example that will make this real. Jennifer is a school teacher in Nashville. She earns $55,000 a year. She has 2 children, she is divorced. She struggles financially every single month. And Jennifer is constantly looking for ways to earn more money. She works extra shifts, she tutors on the weekends, she babysits for her neighbors. She is exhausted, burned out, and still broke. So we sat down and talked about her situation. I asked her, "What would you do if you had an extra $10,000? She said, "I would pay off my credit cards." I asked her, "What would you do if you had an extra $100,000? She said, "I would buy a house." I asked her, "What would you do if you had an extra $1 million?" She paused. She had never thought about it. She had never allowed herself to think about it. She had never believed it was possible. Jennifer was not thinking about wealth, she was thinking about survival. Her mind was so focused on getting through the week that she had never stopped to ask what she actually wanted. She had never built a vision of her financial future. She had never set a goal that was beyond survival. And because she had no vision, she had no strategy. And because she had no strategy, she was stuck. The wealthy do not make this mistake. They have a vision, they have a number, they have a timeline, they know exactly what they are building toward. And that vision shapes every decision they make.
Now I need to tell you something that will challenge everything you've been taught. The rich and the poor do not have different goals. They have different beliefs about what is possible. The poor believe that wealth is for other people. They believe that the system is rigged against them. They believe that they are not smart enough, not lucky enough, not connected enough. The wealthy believe the opposite. They believe that wealth is available to anyone who understands the rules. They believe that the system is indifferent, not rigged. They believe that intelligence is not a fixed trait, but a skill that can be developed. And those beliefs become self-fulfilling prophecies. If you believe you cannot build wealth, you will not take the actions that build wealth. You will not invest. You will not take risks. You will not seek out opportunities. You will stay in your job. You will stay in your comfort zone. You will stay exactly where you are. If you believe you can build wealth, you will take the actions. You will learn. You will invest. You will take calculated risks. You will seek out opportunities. You will build. And over time, you will succeed. The belief comes first. The action follows. The result follows the action. That is the psychology of rich versus poor thinking, and it is the single most important factor in determining your financial future.
Here is the psychological shift that will change your financial trajectory. You need to stop believing that wealth is something that happens to you and start believing that wealth is something you build. You are not a passive participant in your financial life. You are the architect. You are the builder. You are the one who makes the decisions that shape your future. The wealthy understand this. They do not wait for opportunities. They create them. They do not wait for the right moment. They make the moment right. They do not wait for permission. They give themselves permission. You need to do the same. Stop asking permission from people who have never built what you want to build. Stop listening to the voices that tell you it is not possible. Stop letting fear make your decisions. Start building. Start taking action. Start making mistakes and learning from them. That is the path. It is not easy. It is not comfortable, but it is the only path that leads to wealth. Let me give you the actionable system that will help you shift your thinking from poor to rich. Step 1. Write down your financial vision. What do you want your life to look like in 10 years? Not just the money, the lifestyle, the freedom, the experiences, the impact. Be specific, be vivid. This is not a dream, this is a plan. Step 2. Identify the beliefs that are holding you back. What have you been told about money that is not true? Write those beliefs down. Challenge them. Look for evidence that they are wrong. Find examples of people who have built wealth despite having less than you. Step 3, and this is the master key. Start acting like the person you want to become. You do not need to feel rich to act rich. You just need to act. Invest your first $100. Open your first retirement account. Start your first side business. The action comes before the feeling. The feeling comes after the results. Do not wait to feel ready. Act now. The wealth will follow.
Here is the final truth that will either set you free or haunt you for the rest of your life. The difference between the rich and the poor is not the size of their bank accounts, it is the size of their minds. The rich think differently. They see opportunities where others see obstacles. They take risks where others play it safe. They invest where others spend. They build where others consume. And they do all of this not because they are smarter, but because they have different beliefs. Those beliefs can be learned, they can be practiced, they can be internalized. You can change your thinking, you can change your beliefs, you can change your life. It will not be easy. It will require you to confront the lies you have been told. It will require you to let go of the fears you have carried. It will require you to become a different person. But it is possible. It is the most important work you will ever do. Start today. Not tomorrow, not next month, today. Because the only thing worse than being poor is thinking poor and not knowing it.